What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the 365 Fitness Radio Show. I'm your gracious host, Coach Chauncey, at your service, and I'm glad to have everybody tuning in. Have you ever wanted to become healthier and wiser, or just want to have more energy and time to appreciate your family and the joys of life? On this radio show, we're going to reveal tips and tricks to help you get in the best mental and physical shape in your life. Now let's get started with today's show. Today we're going to talk about, I want you to imagine that everyone is enlightened except you. Again, I want you to imagine that everyone is enlightened except you. All right? So this strategy is going to give you a chance to practice something that is probably completely unacceptable to you. However, you give it a try, you might find that it is one of the most helpful exercises in self-improvement. All right? As the title I just gave you suggests, it's the idea. The idea is to imagine that everyone you know and everyone you meet is perfectly enlightened. All right? That is everyone except you. All right? Perhaps the obnoxious driver or the disrespectful teenager is here to teach you about patience. All right? Or you even have the bad kids on the bus. They all here to teach you how to be less judgmental. All right? So your job is to try to determine what the people in your life are trying to teach you. You'll find that if you do this, you'll be far less annoyed, bothered, and frustrated by the actions and the imperfections of other people. All right? So, you can actually get yourself in the habit of approaching life in this manner. And if you do, you'll be glad you did. Often, once you discover what someone is trying to teach you, it's easy to let go of your frustrations. For example, suppose you're in the post office and the postal clerk appears to be intentionally moving slowly. Rather than get frustrated, I want you to ask yourself a question. Ask yourself, what is he or she trying to teach me? Maybe you need to learn about compassion. How hard would it be to have a job that you just don't like? Or perhaps you can learn a little bit more about being patient. Standing in line is an excellent opportunity to break your habit of feeling impatient. All right? So, you may be surprised at how fun and easy this is. All you're really doing is changing your perception from why are they doing this to what are they trying to teach me? All right? I want you to take a look around today at all the enlightened people that you come in contact with. All right? Because, like I said, you'll be surprised. You can learn so many things from people and or pets if you just take the time and really say, okay, well, wait a minute. What is the message? What am I supposed to learn here? I'll give you another example. So a lot of times, even when you're driving, how many times you find people that, they literally cut you off or driving so aggressively or they just in a hurry and they beating their horn and try to get you out your square, get you all upset or whatever the case may be. Yeah, you can react and get yourself all, rattled. But then sometimes, I just ask myself, now I'm learning. I'm still a work in progress. I'm learning, hey, fine, go ahead and let that person do whatever they want to do to themselves, The fact that they're in a rush alone is That's on them. I just try to remain safe so I can get to my destination as quickly as possible. Because a lot of times you'll let people that you come in contact with really take you out your square and ruin your entire day. So, like I said again, I'm trying to be enlightened by everybody that I come in contact with. I'm not really trying to let nobody really take me out my square, knock me off balance, or bring me down to their level. You want to stay at a certain level, remain at that level, regardless as to whatever somebody else is. It's always something that you can learn from somebody. Like I said before, you can learn, okay, hey, maybe this is trying to teach me how to be patient, or I'm not in a hurry, but they are. So let me just relax and focus on being safe. So there's a lot of messages that you can take if you really sit back and analyze the situation instead of just always jumping to the negative and always getting aggressive or always looking at the downside of things. So just take your time, look at every message. I mean, another thing, case in point, you figure, let's take pets. Even with my dogs. I don't speak dog. I can't even begin to speak dog. But at the same token, believe it or not, I am enlightened by my dogs. My dogs can communicate with me. I know exactly I know what they want. They know what I want. So it's kind of like it's always a message in everything. You ain't always got to really get upset, get rattled, get your blood pressure all high, get your stress, all out of whack or whatever the case may be. Just relax, man. Just always look at the message. Just figure, all right, well, cool. What is this? What me being held at every traffic light is preventing me from? You don't know. It could be preventing you from an accident. It could prevent something that you're not supposed to see. So I always try to look at every situation and make a positive out of the negative. That's what it's all about. All right. So just take your time with that. And like I said, look for the message and try to be enlightened by every negative situation that you come across. Like what you hear so far? Make sure you never miss a show by clicking the subscribe button now. This radio show is made possible by listeners like you. Thank you for your support. Now back to the show. Want to drop a few pounds? That's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about wanting to drop a few pounds. There are a few things more frustrating than wanting to lose weight without any success. And here are 7 reasons that your weight won't budge. All right. So here we go. Reason number 1 is your mind. Your mind is your number 1 ally when it comes to achieving your goals. However, until your mind has been programmed for success, it will do more to derail your efforts than it will to help. You need to take a few minutes each day to visualize yourself at your ideal weight. I want you to imagine how it feels to look the way you've always wanted to look. Protect your mind from any negative self-talk. If a negative thought comes to your mind, immediately reject it. All right? You want to be thin and fit, and yet you think of yourself as out of shape and fat. Reprogram your mind to think of yourself as fit and attractive, and you will be well on your way toward achieving your goal. All right? I want you to give up the belief that you can't achieve the body that you've always dreamed of. I want you to see it first in your mind, and then I want you to see it in the mirror. All right? So that's all under reason number 1. Then we're going to move on to reason number 2 is your fear. Reason number 2 is your fear. So change makes most of us nervous. All right? Even if it's a change in the right direction. You might not be consciously aware of the fear you have of getting into shape. But until you conquer this fear, your weight loss efforts will be blocked by self-sabotage. All right? All right, so basically believing that something must change. It's like you can't be wishy-washy about it. And you can't be considering it. And you can't even be pretty sure about it. You got to be rock solid in believing that you will and must change it. So you can't pass the buck of responsibility and expect to lose weight. It's on your shoulders. Other people will prove to be great assets in your journey. But in the end, you are the one who is going to make it happen. You have to want the weight loss enough to make it your personal mission. You gotta want it. You gotta want to lose this weight. So basically, believe you can change it. I mean, you may have failed in the past, but none of that matters. When you put your mind to it, you're able to do amazing things. Do you believe you're capable of losing weight? Once you own the belief that you can, you're gonna be unstoppable. All right. So we're gonna move on to reason number 3. Reason number 3 is your excuses. Reason number 3 is your excuses. Your excuses for being out of shape. You know, that stuff is getting old at this point. All right. Any excuse takes less immediate effort than action. But in the long run, the action taker always has the advantage. Don't allow your excuses to ruin your life any longer. All right. And don't skip out on your responsibilities with your excuses. Instead, expect more from yourself. All right. Focus on the big reason why you're even losing the weight or trying to lose the weight. All right. Make a list of the benefits you'll enjoy once you achieve your goal. And read them first thing each morning. And I need you to remember that you can only have 2 things in life: excuses or results. Question is, which one do you want? All right, reason number 4 is your commitment. Reason number 4 is your commitment. How many times have you tried to lose weight only to give up a week or 2 later? We live in a commitment phobic world. So it's no wonder that you routinely abandon your goals. But if you truly want to lose weight or lose fat, then your commitment to the process is a must. All right. So the margin between success and failure is bridged by your commitment. Don't give up until your goal has been achieved, y'all. I need you to treat exercise with the same importance as you would a work meeting, and you'll never skip it at the last minute. All right. And find 3 available 60-minute time slots in your schedule and mark them in with a pen on your calendar. And stick to your schedule. If you don't give up, then you'll never fail. So stick to your commitment. All right. Moving on. Reason number 5 is going to be your diet. Reason number 5 is your diet. If you constantly eat the wrong food, then your weight loss efforts will always be in vain. To put it bluntly, you need to stop eating junk. Just that simple. Processed food, refined sugars, high fructose corn syrup. It don't even belong in your diet. If you want to be in great shape, you cut these items out of your diet, replace them with real whole foods like lean meats, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and fruits. All right? And don't eat processed foods, man. Just that simple. Even though processed foods are acceptable by our society, they contain tons of chemicals and empty calories. It's going to make you sick and it's going to make you fat. Just that simple. All right? Fat contains twice caloric density of protein and carbohydrates. So make sure to limit the amount that you consume. All right? I want y'all to eat lots of lean proteins and wholesome carbohydrates from plants and whole grains. All right? Then I want you to move to vegetables, whole grains, fruits, nuts, seeds. All these items are filled with fiber and antioxidants, which are vital for healthy weight loss. Snacks. And I need y'all to snack on these instead of packaged treats. All right? Moving on. We got reason number 6. Reason number 6 is your patience. Reason number 6 is your patience. It takes time to transform your body from fat to fit. Even though you wanted to have it overnight, you got to remind yourself that it took time for you to put all this weight on. All right? So it will take time to take this weight off. So when you find your patience wavering, or when you encounter a frustrating plateau, I want you to do the following. I want you to review your goals. I want them to be specific, and I want your goals to be measurable. Specific and measurable. All right? And I want them to be small and attainable rather than monumental. I need you to focus your goal. Focus on your goal when the goings get tough. I want you to make each workout a new experience. I want you to challenge your body with different resistance, new exercises, and a varied pace. All right? I want you to remember that everyone can have a great workout, but that won't get you the body that you want. The only way to achieve your goal is by consistently exercising and eating right. And it's just plain and simple. All right? So we're going to move on to reason number 7. It's going to be your support. Reason number 7 is your support. People who exercise alone are less challenged, less accountable, and more likely to fail. But it makes sense. Who would rush to get to the gym if nobody was waiting on them? Who would push themselves if no one was paying attention? Exercising alone kind of is a recipe for disaster. But either way, I want you to find a workout partner who is in better shape than you, or better yet, you can always work with me. That's what I do every day, all day. Your local fitness expert. I'm pretty much guaranteed to get you results. All right. Plus, you know that I'm passionate about seeing you achieve your results. So don't waste your time and energy and effort on making mistakes. Either way, there you have it. These are your 7 reasons. That's going to help you with your weight loss. All right. I've given you the strategies and tactics here to get you in the best mental and physical shape of your life. Now it's time for you to pull the trigger and implement. Let me know what you thought of today's show, where I'm showing you how to and what to do stuff. I can't wait to hear about your success. Talk to you soon, my friend. See you next week.